score enough kills or destroy the opponent's turret first. A guessing event will also launch with this mode. Both players and spectators can place bets to win fun guessing coins. Now, let's learn more about this new mode. There are 2 ways to win in 1 versus 1 mode. The first method is to secure 3 kills on the opponent within the match time. The second method is to destroy your opponent's turret. The 1 versus 1 fun guessing event will launch with this mode. At the start of the match, both players and spectators can use their 1 versus 1 fun guessing coins to bet on the match's outcome. The game will also add a set amount of 1 versus 1 fun guessing coins to the prize pool for both sides. All fun guessing coins in the prize pool will be split among the winners. While the 1 versus 1 fun guessing event is running, you can exchange your fun guessing coins for exclusive rewards. Prioritize heroes with quick wave clear or strong burst for this mode. Quickly push your wave into the enemy turret to apply constant pressure and chip away at both the turret's HP and the opponent's HP. The 1 versus 1 map features bushes and creeps as well. Securing jungle resources grants an economic advantage, while the bushes offer the perfect cover for surprise attacks. The 1 versus 1 mode is just around the corner. So, rally your audience and fight for glory!
C.
C.
Innovation.
Huh?
More innovation.
Wings.
More weapons.
Oh my God! Yes! 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 Yeah! Yes! 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 Spokesperson. Secret.
Daddy, what's a navigator?
Navigators safeguard the lighthouses across the Nexus Sea. It is a responsibility that we must uphold. I'll always be with you.
Target acquired! Frontier Justice! Ready, go! For all the Laylas out there!
Layla! Now!
You should have never tampered with the lighthouses. 'Cause I am a navigator! I'm gonna be the best navigator ever!
I know you will.
I thought it was finally over. Until I heard the whisper of the void.
A new mode called 1 vs 1 is coming to Mobile Legends Bang Bang. In 1 vs 1, 2 players will battle it out to see who can score enough kills or destroy the opponent's turret first. A guessing event will also launch with this mode. Both players and spectators can place bets to win fun guessing coins. Now, let's learn more about this new mode. There are 2 ways to win in 1 vs 1 mode. The first method is to secure 3 kills on the opponent within the match time. The second method is to destroy your opponent's turret. The 1 vs 1 fun guessing event will launch with this mode. At the start of the match, both players and spectators can use their 1 vs 1 fun guessing coins to bet on the match's outcome. The game will also add a set amount of 1 vs 1 fun guessing coins to the prize pool for both sides. All fun guessing coins in the prize pool will be split among the winners. While the 1 vs 1 fun guessing event is running, you can exchange your fun guessing coins for exclusive rewards. Prioritize heroes with quick wave clear or strong burst for this mode. Quickly push your wave into the enemy turret to apply constant pressure and chip away at both the turret's HP and the opponent's HP. The 1 vs 1 map features bushes and creeps as well. Securing jungle resources grants an economic advantage, while the bushes offer the perfect cover for surprise attacks. The 1 vs 1 mode is just around the corner. So, rally your audience and fight for glory!
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to welcome you to the next Showdown once again. I'm Sudan Rai with Walker here. representing is Nepal and Bangladesh as casters.
Yes. Once again, here I'm back, and it's my pleasure to be here once again. And today is a semi-final and very exciting game. It's all about Team Larry versus Vintage Victory. Two most outstanding talent from two different nations, Bangladesh and Nepal. From Bangladesh, it's all about Vintage Victory. Tons of record, a lot of good players, and those who ever watching from Bangladesh, they will know who they are and the potential of this team and how good they are. And from the Nepali side, we have Larry. It sounds like kind of new to me, but a lot of good talents and players from their side. And yes, from Caster Desk, I'm Walker here. Sudin Rai is here also from Nepal to represent the Nepal. So Sudin, what's up?
Yeah, it is all good, but it's festival time here in Nepal, so it's kind of rush hour for all of the peoples here. Maybe the players are also facing the same issue we casters, and most probably we might uh, or the viewers might also facing the same issue. Maybe they are having too little time to support the players from Nepal or support their favorite team here in next door Showdown. By the way, it's the semi-final day 2, and this is the last semi-final matchup between Team Vintage Victory versus Team Larry. This is going to be best of 5 series where the game number 1 have already been started.
Exactly. The two giant, one from Nepali side and one from Bangladesh. Words cannot do this justice. Only the in-game scenario will decide and it will speak. And the drafting section has already been started, and this is the more crucial part of the game. So let's dive into it, to the drafting section. As you guys can see from the side of Vintage Victory, they have already banned Angela, which is very common in this meta. And also there is a Fedrin, Bakshia ban, and I would like to mention the coach name, that is KY from the Vintage Victory side, and from the Nepali side, from Larry, the coach is 0A. These coaches, their hearts are beating so rapidly, like they're so tense. And as I said, the wars cannot do this justice. Only the gameplay will decide what's going to happen in the land of dawn. So directly moving on to the picking section. Here we go. From the side of Vintage Victory, we can see there's a Chi-Chi. And so Ryan, we might see a swap here, and he just picked up a gathered catcher. And there's a Lunox from their side. And in the other side, if I just move to the side of Larry, Team Larry, there is a Grog. And also we can see there's a Kimi picked up from Waruju. I guess I'm not spelling wrong.
Yeah, Zavarudo. Okay, but I'm not also sure about the pronunciation, by the way, but I've been calling him Zawarudo whenever I cast in Nepali tournaments. So, but the community is accepting the pronunciation that I've been doing. So I guess it's okay to call him Zawarudo, or you can simply say call him Warudo. I'm not sure. Yeah, it happens while casting in. You can tell him anything in the flow. And talking about the draft phase, we are on the second phase of the banning, and we can see already the phobias getting banned out to keep that Arrowed comfortable on the lane, and we can see the Harith. So maybe that might be okay. The Vintage Victory, they thought that they might be able to pick Harith as they have banned out the phobias, so they went for the Harith ban.
Absolutely. Harry Ben is a very good. And in the last game, the first semi-final, we witnessed a tremendous Harry gameplay from the side of team. What was the name of the team? So then if I'm the last
Which team?
Exactly. No. From the Nepali team. I just forgot the name.
The one who entered the grand finals.
Yes, exactly. I just forgot that.
They are the team Hora Sports.
Hora Sports. Yeah, exactly. That is what I was trying to say. And the last game, we witnessed outstanding Harried gameplay from the Hora Esports side. And we all know, like how good it is in the goal lane when it's all about picking up a Harith in the goal lane and the unlimited dashes with the Zaman Force. So it's a good ban that I'm going to say. All right, so from the side of Team Larry, there is a Phobias ban. Nathan is also banned out from their side, and in the other hand, if we talk about the Vintage Victory, they just banned out a Bane. And yes, Bane is also a very good ban. Like with Bane, you can play you can have a multiple options to play. Like you can go for the gold lane, you can play as a mage, or even you can go for hyper. So there's a multiple option with a hybrid build. So here we go, Hercules with a joy, and also there is a grandeur, and whenever there's a grandeur in the gold lane, I have a lot of doubt. We also witness a couple of good grandeur gameplays, but also we know like if you just play grandeur in the late game, so your late game potential damage will just get decreasing if you don't maintain the stacks and all. Like if you don't have a 50 to 60 average Skypier stack, then it will be so tough. So then for you to take your power spike, and in the late game you can't do even nothing, like just poking your opponent. That is the only thing you can do if you just don't maintain your stack. So I'm not just quite sure about the grandeur pick, but when it's played by Sorian, I'm just so comfortable with that.
But yeah, talking about the Granger himself, he's facing Irithel, which is the natural counter for Granger, especially during the laning phase. He might not be able to do much, but still he can keep the distance, and he can still last hit those minion waves, so he could farm enough to scale with the Irithel who he is facing against.
Exactly. And there is no doubt about Irithel. Like, if you just go for the late game, so we all know like how bad it is in the late game, especially with the crit damages. A lot of good items like Hash Claws and Berserker's Furies, the Great Dragon Spears, like Irithel can easily wipe out a team. So it's better not to take it a late game, that I'm going to say. Obviously, if I say the true potential, if I speak about the true potential and the true strategy of Vintage Victory in one word, that is the early game strategy. So then, because with this lineup, it will be a lot of trouble if they take it to the late game. But still, I'm just putting a question to the all audience from around Bangladesh or even Nepal, like which team will win this game. And obviously, if you're supporting Nepal, then just go for the Larry. And if you're supporting Team Bangladesh, then obviously you guys can go for Vintage Victory. The old lineup, the same, the same energy, the same glory. They are all here in the land of Dawn.
All right, but we can see the Grok, who have been on the ban section for long, has been left open for this game, and the team Larry have gotten the hands on the Grok. So let's see if that will really make the huge sense, because he have been getting banned a lot. And yeah, talking about the pick from the side of Vintage Victory, there's Zoe, who depends upon the diving into the backlane, and with the barrier coming up from a Grok, that might be a huge problem for a Zoe. What do you say, Walker?
Absolutely, and I guess there will be no time for discussion. And here, Innocent Ninjas tried to give a little bit poke to Void and took a little chunk of his HP. And all right, so we might see a fight in the EXP lane against X Ninja versus Hercules. So Little Wonder is nicely taken by Q. Just Brock is trying to do his job, and here we go. The damage is coming from Kimi a lot.
Yeah, and okay, they are just trying to focus on the mid lane. Especially, I guess that's because there's Kimi on their team, that they have to make her comfortable on the early game, so that she can bully the lane and she can harass the opponent during her rotation. So I guess that's the reason that they are focusing too much on the Kimi, and we can even see the team Vintage Victory focusing on to Q, with Hercules trying to pick her up.
Exactly, there's a Grok with the wall and the revitalize in the meantime, and look at the damage that is coming from the Kimi. The early damage is looking like insane. Like I was about to say, late game Kimi is all right, but the way he's just putting damage in the early stage, and just we were almost about to see melting gathered culture. Once again, there is a wall, and the turtle has been spawned in the land of dawn. Now, so then the question is, which team will secure the turtle? Is it Ventus victory, or it will be taken by the mighty Larry from Nepal?
Okay, Zawaruri is about to hit level 4, which might be a big deal against Vintage Victory, where Hercules he is still, struggling to reach that level 4, or maybe he's just trying to reach. And we can see Kellen is going in with the Cross Shadow Sorin with the Power of Order, manages to, save herself, but it's still there's Prince Ninja with the last, that was the final slash, and Hercules was back, but still there is no any such damage to push Hercules down. Still there's players poking down the players from Vintage Victory. Zawaruri is already low on SP, and we can see the turtle is already below 50% of SP. There's the turtle contest, but Sonder will be able to secure the turtle, and we can see another final slash. There's the Orphan Rampart, and there's kill against a jungler, which is Kalen falling on. Kyo is pretty low on SP, but before that there's kill for Sorin as well.
Well, it was a nice trade between this Shu team, 1-1 from the east side, and the turtle has been taken from the side of Team Larry. An electrifying bit. Sundar is just now trying to take the buff of the Vintage Victory side, and already in the territory. Now the question is, are we about to see a fight in the gold lane? Like they will try to isolate Void, but not that much longer, because already Grok is here. Kimi is already on his way, and Hayabusa seems like he's just okay with his shadow kill. I'm not quite sure about his ultimate is in cooldown or not, but only damage of her Hayabusa is okay. But in the late game, the shadow kill is quite insane, especially with those 7 or 8 slashes. And here we go, the final slash once again. Are we about to see a chaotic assault from Sorion? But no, there is no chaotic assault.
Yeah, and they are rotating towards the top lane. I guess in corner have already anticipated the gank coming up on the top lane, so he is playing somewhat cautiously. And we can see on the bottom lane, Kellen is moving towards the bottom lane, and we can see the fight already getting engaged by Prince Ninja with the Kellen going in with the shadow kill. That's low on SP, that's the Surukin to secure the kill. Okay, Carton Call was also used up, and we can see on the top lane, Sonder was trying to trade back the kill, but it was too hard because there is the presence of Zawarudo with that, Earthen Rampart to isolate him whenever he tries to engage.
Absolutely, and once again, there's a turtle dance here. All right, here's a wild charge from Grok. Order is coming from Sorion, and here we go. Damage is coming from Kimi, but not enough damage to take down one of them. But the good thing is the turtle is secured very nicely once again from the side of Vintage Victory. 3 kills in a row, and if we just have a look at the gold section, then you guys might see there is a 14k gold from the side of Vintage Victory, and in the other side there's 13k, almost 1k difference. It does make sense. Like I would say, it does make sense. Like every single penny will count in the land of dawn. So I would like to request the streamer to show the itemization because he's already done with a 5-minute, and here we go. So Ryan with a glowing one. All right. So I was just about to make some discussion, and here is the kill from the side of Team Larry. They just secured Sunder. It was, it was aggressive, that I would say.
Yeah. But before that kill, or before that death, the Vintage Victory, they managed to take down the bottom lane tier 1 turret. Dash is with the cartel call. He managed to secure this, and that's the AOZ knocking off to the Princess. Kellen is trying to fall where Princess Ninja have already fallen down. Kellen is missing that shadow. That is why he will fall. He will fall to the hands of Sonder. But the Team Larry, they are trying to trade back with the top lane tier 1 turret, and mid lane is getting taken down by the Team Vintage Victory. Let's see if they'll be able to secure the tier 1 turret, but I guess Larry isn't trying to give that away. And that's the Earthen Rampart. No any tectonic charge because it is on the cooldown, by the way.
Absolutely, and the macro play on the side of the Vintage Victory seems like quite well, and seems like everything is on their favor at this moment. But no need to get so excited because we all know how good Team Larry they are, and there's a reason why they're here. So I'll not go for any discussion because the environment in Land of Dawn seems like quite tricky because once again the turtle has been spawned and we might see here invading the turtle because Hayabusa from the side of Larry, they're pushing. Okay, so the tower has been taken from the top side and the tier 1 top is down. Here we go, the avatar of the Guardian managed to take one and once again Dash secret the kill of Keelan. And where to get some more? And Dash just managed to escape from the team fight. Once again, Grok with the wild charge. Managed to take down 2, but still no kills yet from their side. And still, the lead has been taken from the side of Team Vintage Victory. And Granger is doing his job very nicely, trying to give a poke with the Death Sonata. With every single member. Once again, there is a fight. Electrifying Bits. Sundar is out of the fight. And look at the HP. And the dashes of Sundar, I mean Joy, and that is why just people love to play Joy. If you have a smooth hand, then Joy could be a good option for you. Even in some cases, if you just compare Joy with Lancelot, then I would say Joy is just more flexible than Lancelot, if you can use it properly. And we can see that by the hand of Sundar. Amazing, like, damn.
Okay, there's a console play. Maybe we might be able to see a fight in the mid lane, but no any engagement coming up. Zawaru is trying to zone out the player, where Kellen is just trying to farm to his fullest, and that's the retribution and the lethal wanderer secured by Kellen. Alright, no any fights, but yeah, maybe we can see the mid lane tier 1 turret. Oh, but it is intact, I guess. Okay, there's the Earthen Rampart trying to isolate Sorin, but Sorin will be able to escape with the help of the Part of Order.
Absolutely, and the mid lane tier 1 has been locked very nicely, but we will not see all the diverter of the Guardian. In the meantime, there's a final slash. Revitalize has been popped up, and Sundar has been taken down by the hand of Keelan. And that is the thing that I was talking about every single time. Whenever there's a Hayabusa, just in the late game, after, when his level is up to 8+, then Hayabusa slashes just keep increasing the shadow kill, and that is what they're just doing. But unfortunately, the tier 1 has been taken down from the side of Team Vintage Victory. Nice.
Yeah, and we can see Vintage Victory, they are trying to claim the Lord. They are too comfortable with the Lord Pit or Turtle Pit, we can say any. And yeah, talking about the lane pressure, I guess Vintage Victory is with the upper hand.
Yes, absolutely. And not only with that, but also they're also controlling the snowball in their favor. And look at the kill difference is almost like 3 differences. And the goal lead is not that much huge, but still, as I said, every single penny will get count. Here we go. We will see a wild shot from Grok, but unfortunately, not that much switch yet. And here we go. The Lord has been taken down from the side of Team Vintage Victory. The way they are just melting down. And the Granger is taking down Arlot. I can't pronounce the name. So yes, the Lord Dan has been done, and the Lord has been taken down from the side of Vintage Victory.
Yeah, and the Lord is marching from the bottom lane. They are already ready with the surprise attack. They are ambushing on the bottom lane, and I guess Hercules just throws some attack. I'm not sure if that was Sorin. Maybe she gave away the positioning. Oh, okay, she might be him, by the way. I'm sorry if I'm wrong. And now they are trying to synchronize the push from all of the lane. Mid lane is missing. Okay, the minion waves on the mid lane is missing right now. So they might be going for the bottom lane. They will try to break that holy seal from the bottom lane.
Absolutely, and Lord is approaching from the bot lane, and they will easily take down the Lord. But in the meantime, they will try to block the tier 2. Yes, it's been done very nicely. But I'm just a little bit worried about the late game position, because his late game situation from the both side will be a little bit tough from the side of Vintage Victory, especially In the other hand, Larry just picked up two good late game potential. Like in retail, there is a Kimi, so we all know like how good they are even in the late game. And also about Hayabusa, the Hayabusa's late game damage is so insane. As I mentioned a couple of times, in the purple level 15, Hayabusa slashes is so insane. Even it increases. So yeah, it will be a little bit difficult if this game just go a little bit more far from this situation right now. It'll be, Vintage Victory will be a lot of trouble in the late game, especially at this lineup of Team Larry. So they will suffer a little bit. So they must have to in this game as soon as possible because it's already 12 minutes done in the land of dawn.
Yeah, obviously the team Larry got the upper hand for the later stages of the game, as you explained recently. But still, we can see the total map control from the side of Vintage Victory. They are giving no any chance for Team Larry to contest for the Lord, and before the Lord responds, maybe they are ready to keep that or ready to start that minion pressure on the bottom lane and all of the lanes before the Lord spawns.
Absolutely. And at this condition, the team Larry, they will just try to create their own momentum. If they just make any mistake like the Vintage Victory, they will properly utilize that moment, and they're just eagerly waiting for that. But the Lord is also spawned in the land of dawn once again. It's a 13 minutes Lord, and if I'm not wrong, they will take the Lord without any competition. Let's see what happened. The Lord has been started, and Granger is doing his job very nicely. And yes, the Lord has been taken by the hand of Vintage Victory. Sunder done his job very nicely. And as Sudin said, as he mentioned, the map control is totally in their hand. And that does really make sense. Like, you have the late game potential. But what if you just end the game as early so it don't be that much worthy enough? So directly, we're just moving on to the itemization. So here we go. Starting things up with Hayabusa, there is 100 Strike, the Physical Penetration Malefic Roar, and also combined with Blade of Despair. On the other hand, as you guys can see, there's a Genius 1 Holy Crystal Concentrated Energy from Sonder, and also Granger. If I talk about Granger, the typical Sky Pierce build with 100 Strike, and there's a Wind of Nature with the Physical Penetration. And in the other hand, the late game monster Irithel just trying to build up his late game core, and that is what he is just doing. No need to mention that. And Hayabusa killing, got exposed. Ooh. Here we go, the Avatar of the Guardian. One hero has been locked up very nicely. Here we go, the Chaotic Assault from Hercules, and the kill has been taken down. And 2 kills in a row, and here we go. Slashes are coming from Hayabusa trying to clear the lane. Managed to escape from the situation, but the cost was heavy. 2 kill has been taken down from their side, and also the Nexus will be locked. If I'm not wrong, HP is out, Brock is down almost. Base has been locked, and I guess we got our first winner. Congratulations. Here we go. The boys are back. The old glory, the most electrified team in the history of Mobile Legends Bangladesh. Once again, they're just keep proving themselves how good they are. And I just have to mention, I must have to mention that they just keep improving themselves, and again they just prove how good they are. But still, there's a 4 more game to go. Never mind.
Yeah, and I'm really surprised about the team Vintage Victory not building the anti-cuirass. Not even the traded armor is coming up from them, while the Kellen is already with the 100 Strike and Malefic Roar and even the Blade of Despair, but they are not respecting that damage. I guess they are just, they are just forgetting about the Hayabusa, that maybe they are suppressing the Hayabusa so much that they don't have to worry about those physical skill damage coming up from him, and as well as Prince X Ninja. Yes, if when Prince X Ninja is with the tanky build, okay, that's fine not to build the anti-cuirass or even the traded armor, but Hayabusa is with the full damage build, but still there's no any anti-cuirass, not even the trainer armor coming up from the Vintage Victory. So they are completely disrespecting the player, and they are so comfortable, we can see, according to their build.
Exactly, and that's being said, don't go anywhere. There's still more matches to go, and this is a tournament that you guys wanted and desired for. The tournament is here. Nepali, the best Nepali team is here. The best Bangladeshi team is here. The vintage victory and the Larry will be another clash in the land of dawn. Just one game happened, still 4 more to go. So a lot more things are about to come. So if you are supporting Team Bangladesh, just go for it and support in the comment section. And if you're supporting the Team Nepal, just make your presence in the comment section. And don't go anywhere. We'll be right back in a minute with our second game. And let's see what happened in the next game.
Amazing prices, amazing styles. Win big in Mega Draw. Lowest prices, incredible benefits.
A new mode called 1 vs 1 is coming to Mobile Legends Bang Bang. In 1 vs 1, 2 players will battle it out to see who can score enough kills or destroy the opponent's turret first. A guessing event will also launch with this mode. Both players and spectators can place bets to win fun guessing coins. Now, let's learn more about this new mode. There are 2 ways to win in 1 vs 1 mode. The first method is to secure 3 kills on the opponent within the match time. The second method is to destroy your opponent's turret. The 1 vs 1 fun guessing event will launch with this mode. At the start of the match, both players and spectators can use their 1 vs 1 fun guessing coins to bet on the match's outcome. The game will also add a set amount of 1 vs 1 fun guessing coins to the prize pool for both sides. All fun guessing coins in the prize pool will be split among the winners. While the 1 vs 1 fun guessing event is running, you can exchange your fun guessing coins for exclusive rewards. Prioritize heroes with quick wave clear or strong burst for this mode. Quickly push your wave into the enemy turret to apply constant pressure and chip away at both the turret's HP and the opponent's HP. The 1 vs 1 map features bushes and creeps as well. Securing jungle resources grants an economic advantage, while the bushes offer the perfect cover for surprise attacks. The 1 vs 1 mode is just around the corner. So, rally your audience and fight for glory!
Seed.
Seed.
Innovation.
More innovation.
Wings.
Weapon. More weapons.
Oh my god! Yes! 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 Yeah! Yes! Yes! Spokesperson. Secret.
Daddy, what's a navigator?
Once again, after a short break, we would like to welcome you to the next door showdown. Once again, we are casters for the next door showdown. I'm Sudan Rai, and with me here is Walker Mahmood.
Yes, once again we are back, and the clashes are keep going on in the land of dawn, and that is next door showdown. We already witnessed outstanding gameplay between two giant team. One is Vintage Victory, and that name really, vintage. They are vintage. That name explains a lot, describes a lot about this team. And in the other hand, there is a mighty Larry from the Nepali side. And you guys already witnessed the first game. The victory is taken down from the side of team VV. That means Vintage Victory. And we are in the second game, and it's all about drafting, the most crucial part of Mobile Legend Bang Bang. And this drafting
Yeah,
will decide which exactly it will decide which team will take the upper hand. Sudan.
obviously, the drafting phase is very crucial for to win the game, obviously. And yeah, we are into the game number two, which is the second game of best of five series. And let's see, Vintage Victory with already one victory. Let's see if they will continue to win more games. Here we can see CC, Alice, and Lancelot getting banned from Laddie. By the way, Lancelot is getting, banned less frequently in this meta or in this tournament, I would like to say. But if there's a ban of Sin, then there's always a ban of Lancelot. I'm not sure. Um, if that's the case for all of the games, all of the matches. But yeah, there's the Basha ban as well, and we can see the instant lock of the Angela when Vintage Victory, they have backstabbed themselves with the Basha ban and it's letting Angela open, leaving the Angela open, and banning out the Basha. What could be worse than that?
Absolutely. And I'm just starting things up with the picking section, and that is from the side of Team Larry. They just locked up the Angela. And this hero is just quite annoying. A lot of people hate Angela, but it's not about hatred. It's all about coming into the meta. And that is Angela is right now in the land of Dawn. In this current meta, Angela is completely fine, especially not only with the supports, but also the early damage of Angela is quite insane as like a mage, if I'm not wrong. And moving on to the VV side, the vintage victory, the mighty Bangladeshi side. And Dash. Well, Dash just make his appearance in this game with Akalia and Soarin with, you know, Lunax once again in this second game, which is a very good pick that I would say. And as Sudan said a few seconds ago, like whenever there's a Lancelot ban, there is also a Yusanshin ban. So I would like to add a few things about Lancelot. We all know Lancelot got a lot of nerfs, and recently it not buffed yet, but still those dashes, and when it's all about taking down the backlane, so then Lancelot is your perfect choice. Lancelot is a perfect option. Still, he's in nerf, you know. Everybody, whoever played Lancelot, everybody knows that he's in nerf, but still, it's worthy enough to take the backlane.
Yeah, obviously. And we about talking about the backline. If there is no Lancelot, we can see the guarded Gaza and Zoe from the side of Team Larry were from Vintage Victory. There's already a lot of dive in that. The all three picks like Kalea, Hayabusa with the Lunox, they are all the characters who can dive into the backline and burst down them instantly with their burst damage. But I'm not talking about the damage from Kalea. She is good to pick by diving into the backlane. But yeah, the burst damage coming up from Hayabusa and Lunox is enough to take any player down. And we can see Granger is getting banned, and once again we can see the ban getting banned from Larry.
Absolutely, and yes, there is a Bane ban from the side of Larry, and in the other hand, from the Ventus Victory, they might go for marksman ban, and yes, it is. There is a Granger, and also there is a 1-1 ban out from their side because it is a potential ban because they have already picked their like EXP or maybe Roam, and they also have secured their jungler, so they might go for the marksman, and that is what they just did. And so right now we will about to see a pick from the side of Team Larry, if I'm not wrong. And let's see which marksman they're gonna pick right now, because a lot of good options. Xyz is a good option, and the carry might be a good option for them if the two pick get more a bit tanky. So carry will be the great option, and let's see which marksman they're gonna pick from their side. And there's a matter of question of time.
Yeah, and it was taking a lot of time to ban the hero, and finally they have banned out the Esmeralda. Okay, she could have been a great fate against Angela, so that's a wise ban from the coming up from Larry. And now the Vintage Victory is Wakar was talking. He was very curious about the gold laner pick, and there's the gold laner from the side of Vintage Victory. That's gonna be Harriet. Okay, he will have a great time facing against the typing coming up from Zoe, by the way, because he can evade a lot of those damage from electrifying beats, because he can continuously dash and evade the damage coming up from the electrifying beats from Zoe.
Absolutely. And now I'm just getting the reason, the main reason of banning Esmeralda, because there's a lot of hero with the shield. So it was a good decision from the Team Larry to ban on Esmeralda. So yes, Hercules with the little master of Zaman Force and the unlimited dashes with the enhanced basic attack, and that is none other than Harriet. Ooh, there is a ritual from the side of Team Larry. And so yeah, it's a very good pick. Like whenever there's the irrital, I can say one thing, like you don't need to get worried about your late game, especially whenever there's a irrital in the team. And also there is a Phobius, the demonic eyes, the demon of all assassin. So yeah, the picks are quite well from the both side. And I would say the comparison has been set from the both side. And let's see which team has the last laugh from commentary box. Here I am Walker, and with me, your Nepali OG caster Sudin Rai is here. So in a couple of seconds later, we will dive into the in-game scenario, which will be described by Sudin Rai.
Okay, it will be described by both of us by the way. And yeah, we are in the semi-final stage right now, today, and it is the last day of the semi-final. We are witnessing the game. The match is between Team Larry versus Vintage Victory, and we are in the game number 2. It is the best of 5 series, so each team have to win 3 games for for the victory and to enter the grand finals of the next year's Showdown. And already the Vintage Victory are with 1 game points, and let's see if Larry will come back or not, and Vintage Victory, if they will have smooth game. This is the game number 1 against Team Larry or not.
Absolutely. I'm not going to say it's a do or die situation for Team Larry, but they will try to find a way. They will try to find a new strategy to get the victory against the Bangladeshi giant team that is none other than Vintage Victory. And yes, let's hope for the best. And here we go. There will be a first blood. And Riverlize has been popped up in the meantime. And Gatot Kacha is just trying to put some bashes. And here we go. Killing with the damage. And Hercules trying to put some damage. And here we go. The first blood has been taken. And in the other side, it was an equal duel from the both sides. And one-on-one from the both sides. It was a very nice trade from the both sides.
Yeah. By the way, I guess that was a good trade for Vintage Victory. I'm not sure. The rumor was taken down, for the trade of a mid laner, which is Angela. I guess the Team Larry is using that Angela on the mid lane, but still, that won't be a matter, of a big deal, because Zawarudo, he might be able to reach level 4 sooner, as few minions was shared with him. Okay, in corner, he is trying to just monopolize the scavenger crab, and I guess he's having really great time even before reaching the level 4, because most of the time we have been seeing that the Harriet player, they struggle a lot before reaching level 4, and once they get the Zaman Force, they just rule the lane if they are comfortable enough.
Absolutely, and the fight is going on between the two EXP Dash versus X Ninja. Turtle has been spawned in the land of John, and now the question is which team will secure it, and there is none other than Sonder secured the Turtle. Fight has been taken, and here we go. Flicker has been popped up from Dash, and yes, and ultimate from Angela. And once again, there will be another kill. Hercules in a rampage mode, and in the meantime, Harriet secured a kill. And the lead has been taken once again from the side of Vintage Victory. Shadow kill. But not enough damage to take down a kill. Here we go, and also there's a fight in the territory of Team Larry in their territory. Here we go, the Avatar of the Guardian. Fight is going on. Killen is taking down once again another kill. And Angela in the meantime take down the Hayabusa very nicely.
Yeah, that was a great engagement coming up from Jawarudo, where AOZ was able to, pick up 2-3 of the players, and that was instant 2 kills on the hands of Team Larry. They have managed to, bring back some goal, due to which they might be able to reach up the goal difference which have been created by Vintage Victory. But Prince X Ninja, okay, that's the endless battle in between them. But maybe we are smelling a fight in the mid lane. We can see a Tsunami Slam against Skio, and Skio was instantly taken down by Sorin. And again, we can see the endless battle, but there's a kill-in with the electrifying base. This is low SP. He will get knocked once again, and that's the kill by the hands of Kalen.
Yeah, exactly. And Dash tried a lot to survive that situation, but unfortunately, he got slain. Like those burst damages coming from, killing the electrifying bits is, high enough to take, and that is what happened. And I guess there is a Zaman Force, if I'm not wrong. All right, so the Hunter Strike is secured by Sunder, and once again the Turtle is spawned in the land of John. Gathered Kasha is trying to give initiation. Here we go, the bashes are coming on. The Avatar of the Guardian, but unfortunately only managed to get one. And the Void seek the kill of Hercules. Once again, there's a Zaman Force. Unlimited dashes is coming from Harith. And X Ninja put a lot of damage, but no kills yet. But the trade is now seems like same from the both sides. And this time the turtle has been taken down from the killing. And okay, so there was a kill. Sonder in the meantime taking down Angela very nicely. We were about to explain some, you know, like the strategies, and in the meantime they just got the kill of the Angela. That was amazing.
Oh, Zaman Force once again. Hercules is looking for a pick-up, but no, they have to fall back for now. Maybe the taunt, but no, again and no, the Tsunami Slam. Zawarudo was taken down by the hands of Inconut, and there's the Sorin with Kyo says with 1 SP. Kyo was able to save her as well as the Void managed to escape.
You know, that was hilarious. And in the meantime, the most probably they will take the TR1 from the gold side. And yes, that is what they did right now. They're not only just focusing on the kill, but also their, you know, their objective. They're just maintaining their objective very well. And yes, the goal difference. Let's talk about the goal difference between these two teams. 17k goal from the side of Team Vintage Victory, taking the upper hand, and the other side 15k goal from the side of Team Larry. And Snowball is also in their favor. I mean the Vintage Victory. So I would like to request streamer to show the itemization so we can see the itemization between these two teams. Alright, there will be electrifying bits. And once again, there's Avatar of the Garden, but unfortunately nobody home. But Harith has been taken down. Oh, that was nice.
And even after the electrifying base, the base of Zoe Kellen, he used it very perfection. He managed to pop up that keep out of order from Sorin. And looking at the itemization, okay, Hasla have been prioritized from a Void.
Absolutely. And yes, if we just talk about Hayabusa is already quite okay with his Hunter Strike. Alright, so there's a fight in the mid lane, and the Tsunami Slam is coming from Hercules once again, trying to give a rush. Angela with his ultimate, the Heart Lock, and the turtle hasn't spawned. There will be a turtle run. Here we go.
The electrifying bears
already. Exactly, the electrifying bears has been bound up already. Alright, so here's the go. The bashes are coming from Phobius. Alright.
Frinza.
Revitalize.
Okay, AOZ. And Frinza is low on HP, but he's still dashing in. Hercules with the kill. Void low on HP will pop up that Purify to retreat for now. Zawaru, the low on HP, will get taken down by Sorin, and that's gonna be. But still, Kellen is trying to go for the turtle contest with the help of that electrifying base. Void as well. He tried to contest for the turtle, even though he is a marksman. Dash is going for some healing, and that's the shadow kill against Void. But the damage have been nerfed, or maybe, you know, negated by the hot guards coming up from Kyo.
Exactly. The damage is interrupted because of the Angela, the Heart Lock, the ultimate. But you know, just don't get worried. The Hayabusa Sonder's damage will increase in the late game, and we all know, as I explained a lot of time, Hayabusa is a pure late game assassin like Ling. You know, so yeah, so Hayabusa's late game slashes will be, you know, more dangerous. Like in the late game, Angela's Heart Lock won't work that much. I'm so confident with that. So in the late game, Hayabusa will be, you know, a nightmare, especially for the back laner, the squishy ones like Angela, you know, like a Void. If he just don't go for the wind of nature, then Hayabusa can be a nightmare. And we all know that this is a simple things that every single assassin player knows about Hayabusa. So yes, let's see what happened. And still the snowball is in the favor of the Vintage Victory. And don't forget to support your team. If you're from Nepal, then go for Larry. And if you're from Bangladesh, then just don't forget to cheer your desired team. The most...
Alright. AOC to interrupt the engagement. Hercules is low on HP. Dash trying to peel the players, but still Kennen is coming in. Hercules will get taken down by the hands of Ninja. We can see the revitalized to reach all of the SP, and there's the Zaman Force from Inkona. Sondra will come in with 11 SP. Bird will survive. Is this the an insane amount of taunt and Sorin will still survive those jump coming in once again. Another jump force, but Inconard with the kill against Prince X Ninja, and he will survive.
Oh no. Oh no, Sorian is here. Dash is just trying to zone them out. And no, this is just a poke in the Lord. They don't take any intention to take the Lord. And in the meantime, Sorian has been taken down by the Garrod Kacha. The fight is not done yet. Angela is trying to put his ultimate on Killen. Killen is very low HP. And Garrod Kacha, Hercules. In the meantime, the Tsunami Slam. I guess the Tsunami Slam is quite ready for Hercules. You know, the kill difference between these two teams is like same. There is no difference. And seems like every single time they're passing, I mean Team Larry, every single time they're passing, they're just getting more and more comfortable against Team Vintage Victory. So the goal difference is not that much. So they're just absorbing the situation. They are just trying to manipulate it by their own. And seems like they're so confident right now. Like we witnessed the first 5 minutes. In those 5 minutes, the lead was taken down by the Vintage Victory, the way they play. And in right now, after 5 minutes later, the situation is getting adopted by the Team Larry. Seems like they might just manage to caught the strategy. All right, Sonder might be in trouble.
Quad Saddle, he managed to retreat, and once again, Flicker with the Tsunami Slam. Killing his own SPQ will get taken down, I guess, but the Flicker comes in, but it's still easy. It's taken down. But then we can see the whole lot of damage coming up from Bullet, and there is the down. There goes down Hercules. Dash is still surviving. He is trying to peel the players, and maybe Prince X Ninja is going for the engagement against Dash. Dash is getting tased, but he will still survive as he is a Uranus. You know, a typical Uranus.
Absolutely, and this game is just getting more and more insane, especially because look at the team, look at the contest between these two teams, and the Hardlock has been locked on a killing, electrifying bets. But Dash is Dash. I mean, the Uranus already explained by Sudin Roy, and the Lord has been taken by the Killen. And from the side of Team Larry, there will be a Zaman Force. Look at the unlimited dashes are coming from Harrod. Incarnate, just trying to put some damage, but unfortunately not enough. They're just retreating. They just done their job very nicely. Now they're just escaping from the situation. And here we go, Avatar of the Guardian to escape from the situation, almost out of HP. But the damage has been done very nicely from the side of Team Larry, because they just took the Lord. Yeah, it's a 12 minutes Lord, but who cares with Lord? He can put a lot of strategies. But Team Vintage Victory, they won't let that happen. They will try to lock the Lord in their territory. All right, here we go.
Outguard with the heavy crossbow. Okay, they are trying to melt down the player. Sorin is already low on SP. Will force out the Power of Order. Okay, just trying to taunt, but that's not gonna help them. Sonder, he has already split push the bottom lane, and he will be able to secure the orange buff from the side of Team Larry. Kyo and Kalen is currently engaged towards their purple buff, and maybe they are trying to for Sonder. That's the electrifying base. Sonder with the 2 bar SP will survive, but it's still he is trying to chase him down, and Sonder get taken down. 4 of the players in the mid lane, maybe they will try to engage the battle over there. Zawaru trying to pull a taunt. Okay, and there's the split push from Kalen.
Absolutely, and it feels like, all right, so there is no time for discussion. Once again, there is a Tsunami Slam from the side of Team Vintage Victory. Here we go, there will be a kill, and yes, that is taken by Angela. The victim was Hercules. Once again, it wasn't a trade. They just took 2 kills from the side of Team Larry. Now they're just out of number. They will try to give a push from the mid lane, if I'm not wrong. Once again, they're just trying to escape. There is a Zaman Force with unlimited build, but the Demonic Eyes not letting them escape. Especially this, this ex-ninja just doing his job very nicely. I just saw a couple of good team fights, especially they just combined the Demonic Eyes and those bashes with the Garrett Kasha, like the combined force of the demonic eyes and the avatar of the guardian is just quite insane. So I'm just seeing the Sundar just facing a lot of trouble against the Kellen. The 1v1 is just getting much insane. We just saw the way he just putting his damage, Kellen to Sundar. So yeah, let's see what happened. I guess he need to buy rose gold. I guess, if I'm not wrong, let's have a look on the itemization. So I might see there's a rose gold or not, because it is a much needed item, especially against Kellen for Hayabusa. So let's have a look. What is the situation right now of the itemization?
Okay, before the itemization, we can see the Lord getting spawned over here, and Vintage Victory, they are trying to control the Lord Pit area right now, where because of the global presence of Angela, here is trying to push the top lane. I'm not sure, maybe he will try to push the top lane when he gets the vision of all of the players, because Sonder might pop up from any place. And even Hercules, he is way too risky for Angela. She might get picked off at any time, because there's a lot of, the pick of composition from the side of Vintage Victory.
Exactly. All right. So we are just hoping to see a Lord Dance. But, Team Vintage Victory, it seems like they're not interested with that. And Hayabusa, I mean, Sundar is just trying to give a split push, if I'm not wrong, trying to clear the top lane. But I think if this things just keep happening like this, then there might be a chance for Team Larry to take down the Lord without any competition. No, it's the situation is too much heavy, The environment Sudin is quite heavy in the Land of Dawn. Nobody knows what will happen. The storm is about to come. So Ryan is here. Dash is just providing his vision for his team. And let's see what happens. Since like,
he's facing a lot of damage. He's getting poked so hard. Right after the vision coming up from Sonder on the top lane, they rushed in. Princex Ninja, he rushed into the players from Vintage Victory, but the poke was too hard. Now they are coming for the battle. Dash is pretty low on SP. There comes the Tsunami Slam against Kellen, but he's still able to survive. Kellen will get taken down by the Sonder, and we can see another player. The Sonder will fall, and Hercules, that's the third kill. Dash is trying to retreat for his life, and we can see, even though there is no any jungler from both of the team, I'm not sure if they will try to go for the Lord. Kyo is trying to go for the split push, trying to keep the pressure on the top lane. If Vintage Victory, in case if they tries to commit for the Lord, because both of the teams are missing their retribution at the moment, the pressure from the top lane will be the key to the victory for the Lord fight.
Absolutely. And yes, with the discussion, they just took the Lord team. Larry just took the Lord. Maybe the hyper was missing from the both side, but who cares? They already have their marksman, and Void was there to put some damage and secure the Lord, and that is what they did. And this is 17 minutes Lord, and now this Lord really does matter in the Land of Dawn, because it's a Rage Lord. So then I mean, yeah, it got the HP, it can take a huge chunk of the the inhibitor towers, and I guess that will happen because they're just lacking of damage. I mean, from the Vintage Victory side, they might have Harriet, but still they're just lacking of marksman. The burst, the late burst damage of a pure marksman, they're lagging with that. But who cares? They also have the Lunax to burst down the Lord, and yes, that is what they are doing. But Lord is approaching, and let's see what happens. Tsunamis, are we about to see a Tsunami Slam? Well, Hercules tried to take. Exactly.
Okay, there's 1v1 going on the top lane. I'm not sure who will win. Kellen will be able to take down the turret, but there's the Tsunami Slam against Zawara. He used his AOZ defensively, but that's the godlike for the Void. That's the kill against Dash. Now they have already taken down the bottom lane inhibitor. That's the sad kill from Sonder, and that's the kill against Kyo. Now they have to fall back because one of the players have already been taken down, and maybe that's the all that they can gain from the Lord push. Now if they overcome it for the push, then they might get punished at any time.
Absolutely. So, and I would say a few things about the Vintage Victory, and this is Vintage Victory. They can do anything. They can ruin the match. Like, I mean, this win means they can ruin Larry's gameplay anytime they want, because all right, so in the meantime, they just secured the kill of Garrett Culture. Yes, They can turn hell anytime. And I know Vintage Victory quite well because I have seen their gameplay. So they can turn the game anytime. So maybe they're just losing the bot lane's inhibitor tower. But in any time, they just can turn the game into their favor. So yes, don't forget to support your team from the Nepali side, from the Bangladesh side. Just cheer for them and let's see what happened. But things are not going well from the side of Team Vintage Victory. They already lost their bot lane's inhibitor tower, and the top lane and the mid lane's inhibitors are like lost a few HPs. So yes, that does really make sense because the main.
Oh, Tsunami Slam against Killen. The shadow kill was used up, and that's the immortality getting popped up. But right after that, he got bursted down. Prince Ninja is going in, and we can see Achilles also lose that immortality and lose his life as well. Prince Ninja is still trying to chase in corner, but we can see positioning from Sonder, he might be able to, but that's the Zavarodo. But if there was a marksman roaming around that boost, then maybe, who knows, Sonder might have gotten a kill against a marksman.
Yes, and still I'm hoping for the best, and they might have a strategy here. And okay, so there will be a Lord Dance because Angela is in the top, and she can come anytime you want. But yes, never drop the Guardian, and here you got the play of the Retribution, and it is taken by Void. Oh my goodness. I was hoping it will be taken by Killen or maybe Sundar, but unfortunately it's taken down by Void, and that was quite amazing. It was a TikTok moment. You guys can record this clip, or you guys can take this clip and put in TikTok. You guys will get a lot of views. It was a quite insane moment. What do you say about that, Sudan?
Yeah, by the way, that was insane moment. By the way, and that's the marksman securing the Lord, even though there was Sundar who bursted down the Lord, by the way. And that's the commitment once again. Dash is getting melted down like butter, but that's the Tsunami Slam once again against Killen, and that's once again a shutdown against him with the legendary against with the instant switch of the automation, but that's not gonna help him to survive. Now they have been wiped out by the Team Vintage Victory. That's a knocking on the base, but maybe Lord could not do the damage, but it's still there's a lot of minion wave coming out from the lane. They are committing for the minion. Minion might make it to the game, but no, the minion have been taken care of, and they are now moving towards the base of the Team Larry.
Absolutely. And the cost was heavy, and they struggle a lot with the minions, and also with the Lord, and they will approach from the mid lane, and let's see what happens. Will they manage to take the mid lane, which will be crucial? Yes, they're just locking it up. Avatar of the Guardian unfortunately managed to take just only 2. Look at the damage is coming from Harrod bursting down. Garrod Kata, here we go. The damage, yes. Garrod Kata has been slain very nicely, and yes, they have done their job, and they're just happy with that. They just not only won the team fight, but also they just take down the mid lane, and that was quite impressive. I told you, those whoever watching from Bangladesh, they might know, they know Vintage Victory very well. They have their own strategy, and they really know what they are doing right now. So I am always confident with this team, and yes, let's see what happens. But don't forget, Larry, they are still in the upper hand. They just took the goal difference. No, they're not taking the gold even. Let me have a look. Okay, it's 65k gold from their side and 69k gold from the other side. I mean the Vintage Victory. Now they are just taking the game to their favor. But don't forget, Larry had the potential. They have the 2 most crucial late gamers, especially I'm talking about the original one, And let's see what happened next.
Yeah, obviously, but with the number advantage, Team Vintage Victory, they are trying to keep the pressure on the top lane, and we can see Dash giving the vision. Even though Dash was all alone over there, but the Team Larry, they weren't there to pick him up, and yeah, we can see the Vintage Victory, they are confidently and smoothly taking care of the Lord and overall map pressure. Now they are coming for the Lord. If there's a fight, I guess Vintage Victory might have an upper hand because a lot of players from Larry are missing. Maybe we can see Q is trying to give the ultimate from the base alone, and yeah, there will be an interesting Lord battle, I guess.
No team is just trying to taking the risk. No team won't take the risk to put their hands on the Lord. They might give a Lord dance, but nobody knows what will happen because the goal difference is quite big. Not that much big, but according to the late game situation, it is big. 4K, 5K difference almost. All right, so there's a fight between X Ninja versus Dash, both two heavy EXP laner, and Angela is waiting in the bush, just trying to take the moment and put his ultimate on one of the teammate, especially, he is targeting X Ninja or even Kulin. All right, so Void is trying to put some damage on the Lord, and there's a fight in the mid lane is going on. Hercules, all right, the Heartlock with a Kulin. Are we about to see electrifying bits? Damages are coming from Harriet.
Yeah, and taunt against Death. Death Hercules once again jumping in, and we can see Sonder trying to get in from the back line, but Zawar is getting melted down like butter. Prinjax Ninja going in, but Zawar will already fall. That's the immortality popping up, and that's backline target from Sonder once again. Okay, immortality from Hercules. We can see Prinjax Ninja with last beat of SP will fall once again, and another immortality popping up. Q with the flicker will be able to survive, but Prinjax Ninja won't survive. We can see the team lane getting pushed by kill, and maybe he will make it. Who knows? Four of the players up in the mid lane. There's already Dash on the base, where four of the players from Vintage Victory are already knocking the base of Larry, and that's the game number 2 taken down by Vintage Victory once again.
I told you, when it's all about the great team, the OG team, Vintage Victory is taking the upper hand. There's no one except this team, and you guys can see the result, the strategy, the mighty Vintage Victory that they just secured one more victory against the mighty Larry. Just don't forget their strategy, and the X Glory is amazing, and that is what they does, and that is what they just did in this game. Once again, they proved how good they are, but still there's 3 more games to go. But one single lose at the next game, it will decide the fate of Team Larry.
Yeah, Team Larry, they are already on the tight spot. They are already losing. They have already lost 2 of the games. Now they only need to lose 1 more game to get eliminated, or they might still have the match for the 3rd placement, but we don't know if that will be the case, because we already witnessed a reverse sweep from Nepali team yesterday. But what do you think?
Yeah,
about
absolutely,
the Team
I'm quite
Larry?
agreeing with that. Yeah, obviously, I'm quite agreeing with you that, because there was a clean swipe victory. It actually not clean team quite clean swipe against a weird bot. They just played very well, and they just tried their best and proved their class, how good they are in this competitive section in Bangladesh. But let's talk about today. Larry's quite good, undoubtedly. That is the reason why they're here. But don't forget about the mighty Vintage Victory. I see their gameplay from since very long time, and yeah, they have played very well. Tons of records, good records, lots of tournaments, old players, Hercules, Sorin, Cutie, and a lot more good players like Hercules. And once again, they just keep proving themselves how good they are, and that is what they did. And once again, they just keep proving themselves. But don't forget, still 1 more game to go. One last lose, Larry is out from this tournament, and let's see what
Yeah.
happens.
And yeah, let's see what will happen in the game number 3, as we will be back, bringing back the game number 3 after a short break. Yeah, see you after a while.
Welcome to Double 11! Amazing prices, amazing styles! Win big in Mega Draw!
A new mode called 1 vs 1 is coming to Mobile Legends Bang Bang. In 1 vs 1, 2 players will battle it out to see who can score enough kills or destroy the opponent's turret first. A guessing event will also launch with this mode. Both players and spectators can place bets to win fun guessing coins. Now, let's learn more about this new mode. There are 2 ways to win in 1 vs 1 mode. The first method is to secure 3 kills on the opponent within the match time. The second method is to destroy your opponent's turret. The 1 vs 1 fun guessing event will launch with this mode. At the start of the match, both players and spectators can use their 1 vs 1 fun guessing coins to bet on the match's outcome. The game will also add a set amount of 1 vs 1 fun guessing coins to the prize pool for both sides. All fun guessing coins in the prize pool will be split among the winners. While the 1 vs 1 fun guessing event is running, you can exchange your fun guessing coins for exclusive rewards. Prioritize heroes with quick wave clear or strong burst for this mode. Quickly push your wave into the enemy turret to apply constant pressure and chip away at both the turret's HP and the opponent's HP. The 1 vs 1 map features bushes and creeps as well. Securing jungle resources grants an economic advantage, while the bushes offer the perfect cover for surprise attacks. The 1 vs 1 mode is just around the corner. So, rally your audience and fight for glory!
C.
C.
Innovation.
More innovation.
Wings.
Weapon. More weapons.
Oh my God! Yes! 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 Yeah! Yes! Yes! Spokesperson. Secret.
Daddy, what's a navigator?
Navigators safeguard the lighthouses across the Nexus Sea. It is a responsibility that I...
Welcome back to Next Door Showdown. Once again, we are back again with the semi-finals of Next Door Showdown, where we are on the day 2 and the match, so the game number 3 of the match between the team Larry versus the Vintage Victory. Vintage Victory is already with 2-game win, and we are, and they only need one more win to win this match against Larry and into the grand finals.
Absolutely, and it's a do or die situation. If they lose this game, I mean, Team Larry, they're just totally out of this competition. So they must have to win this game to at least be in the competition, like 2 more games. If they manage to win this game, then it's all okay. So right now we're just moving into the drafting section. There will be a casual, usual ban like every single time. There will be all right. So there is the first ban, Ellis or even Chichi. Oh yes, there is a Chichi ban from the side of Team Larry, and there's a Fredrin ban from the side of Team Vintage Victory. And you guys witness how well they have played in the last game. So yeah, so now they have to just find a new strategy. I mean, I'm just talking about Team Larry to get the win against the mighty Vintage Victory. So I'm just being optimistic again, and this match, I'm just feeling so positive about Team Larry. Like, they will try to put something out of the box. They will try to put something new out of the box in this game. So then what are you going to say about that?
Yeah, they have to put something new to win this game, obviously, because they are on the tight spot. And yeah, obviously, let's see what they have in their sleeve. We can see Ellis getting banned, even though it wasn't prioritized that much in in the previous games that much. But yeah, we can see the Ellis getting banned from the side of Team Larry, and most probably it will be Sin for the first pick. Is yeah, it is left open. He was left open. Maybe something on the mid lane is highly anticipated in this pick, like there's always the Kimi or even the Lunox is getting popular, and C is effective, by the way, and in this tournament, in the next showdown, once some team picks Linux, it is highly, you know, they most of them have already won the match.
Absolutely. And now the picking is going quite well. That I would say, like, especially from the Larry side, they have just picked up the Gathered Culture once again, the OG Gathered Culture, and also there is a Lunex, the mistress of the Chaotic Assault and the Order. You know, the Libra one. All right, so here we go. From the side of the Vintage Victory, we can see Dash with IE Sanshin, the master of, like the Mountain Shocker. Yes, the master of Mountain Shocker. And also there is a Jushin Grok in Kiwit. In Kiwit, he just picked up a Grok, and we all know how good Grok it is in recent meta. Like, not only he's a act like the tank, but also he's a quite good as a fighter, especially with a wild charge. If you are just close enough to the wall, then you will get destroyed by Grok's dash damage. So picks are going quite well from the both sides. Oh, so now I'm gonna, I'm just being so serious in this match because there's a Lancelot pick, and Lancelot is my personal favorite, and I just can't wait to see the swift hand Lancelot playing from the side of team Larry. So excited with
Yeah,
Lancelot.
let's see if he will be able to, bring the tempo back, or will be able to come back from this situation with that Lancelot. And okay, talking about the ban section, we can see the Bane getting banned, and with that, Vintage Big Free is banning out some gold laners. We can see the friends are getting banned. Let's see what the team Larry will opt to ban in this last ban they've got.
Absolutely, and I guess they will go for a jungle, like they could go for bans like, there's a lot of good options like a jungle, but they can go for Basha. All right, so they just have banned Arlot from the side of Team Larry. Oh no, I just have a mistake. Like, they already picked up the hyper, so they
Mhm.
don't have to ban Basha from their side. All right, so moving on to the side of from Team Vintage Victory, there's a Granger ban from their side because there are no marksman picked yet from the side of Team Larry, and Hercules just deciding which hero he's gonna pick, especially for the marksman, or even Sonder. He's going to have the last pick from their side. I mean, and there's a Bane ban, also Arlot. We can see Ellis from the side of Team Larry. And so, no matter what is the strategy, what will be the strategy from Team Larry said, they must have to win this game. Just put everything side. They have to win this game. So then, what you say? Because it's a do or die situation.
Yeah, obviously, and I guess Vintage Victory, they are trying their best to suppress at least one lane. They have already banned two of the marksmen, and maybe Larry will again be forced to pick those Irfail or Harith or Granger, and yeah, they have already picked the Harith for them. But okay, we can see a lot of dashes coming up from them, and I guess from the side of Team Vintage Victory, they might still be able to pick the Phobius, which might benefit from the dashes coming up from Larry, but still there might be a lot of potential explainers for the team Vintage Victory.
Absolutely. And yes, there is no pick yet from the side of Team Vantage Victory. But yes, here we go. As I was expecting, as I expected, there will be phobias. It was a perfect pick, in my opinion. Not only why I'm just saying this is my opinion. This is 1,000 opinion. Like, whenever there's a Lancelot, there's a Harriet. It's just a smooth pick. Like, no doubt. Close your eyes. Just go for the phobias. The demonic guys will done the rest of the job. Especially when you are just puncturing, when you are just putting your Zaman force with the unlimited dash, when you are just using your chaotic assault, whenever using your second skill of gathered kasha, there will be a phobias every single time with, I don't know what does it call, the thing that he's holding in his hand. He will just keep bashing and keep punishing the Lancelot, even, you know, the Herod. And it was a completely fine pick from the side of Vintage Victory, especially when they have just picked the secured the mighty basher that is Phobius. And that being said, the comparison has been said from the board side, and let's see which team has the last laugh.
Yeah, and about the last pick from the side of Team Larry, I'm not sure why they opted to pick the Hilda because yeah, there's a Sin who, to whom they can surprise on the early game with the help of Hilda. But as soon as Phobius reaches level 4, I guess Hilda will also be a a good thing. C will be dashing during those second skill, so that will be beneficial for a Phobius user. So technically there will be there's another dash hero from the side of Team Larry, from which dash will be benefited for his for his ultimate or for his passive, you'd say.
Absolutely. And here we go. Lancelot, both teams' jungler is in their respective position. Here is X Ninja is, trying to put some fight against a Hilda. There will be amazing fight between these two, EXP Giant and Void. All right, so Esmeralda against a Void, which is a very good pick. Like, Harriet got shield and Esmeralda is a shield absorber. So it will be a nice clash, especially in the late game. I guess Harriet will suffer a bit against Esmeralda. So there is a dance, the Little Wonder. Lancelot just trying to secure it. And the free card has been popped up, and so Ryan just managed to secure himself with a very low HP.
Yeah, okay, maybe they should be focusing on the golden more, the Team Larry, if they want to win this game, because once Void or once a Harriet player gets their comfort against the Esmeralda, the Stolen Seal will be of no problem for them. If the Harriet is scaled well, then the damage itself will be enough to take care of a Esmeralda. So yeah, they should be focusing. And about the heal I was talking about, yeah, her stack and her penetration from the stack, that might be a great answer to the Esmeralda. So maybe going for the ganking the Explain might not be a good thing for Larry, but maybe if they focus too much on the golden, they might be able to hit that power spike too early, and they might be able to win this game. But let's see, the first turtle, Ninja already getting poked so badly. They might not be able to secure this turtle this time. The first turtle, they have that huge probability of losing the first ever turtle of the game.
Absolutely, and there was a Mountain Shocker from Sundar, and once again there will be a wild charge from Grok, and the first blood is nicely taken by the Esmeralda, and the victim was gathered Culture. The fight is still going on. Lancelot trying to put his puncture, trying to make his way through his puncture, and here we go, the Thorn Rose. But unfortunately, the turtle has been taken down by Sundar, and Killen has been taken very nicely by the hand of Sundar.
Okay, I'm not sure why they are playing Hilda on the XP lane while, Phobius can benefit with the dashes. And once again on the bottom lane, Void is getting a lot of damage. And once again talking about the same thing, maybe they should have played Hilda as a roamer, because it will be more easier for Hilda as a roam to invade the jungle and to gank the bottom lane, to use those penetration to kill the Esmeralda. But I'm not but playing him on the XP lane, that's giving Vintage victory and no the advantage of technically.
Yeah. Absolutely, and Lancelot just keeps struggling a lot against him. Vintage victory. In the other hand, so Sondre just take down another one, and this time X Ninja victimized once again. There's a Salmon Force. Void trying to put some damage, but not enough to take down and melt down Esmeralda. So yes, like they just got farmed enough, and just the way just Hercules just interrupting in his farm, I mean, Kellen, it is quite impressive. Avatar of the Guardian, unfortunately, there is nobody home.
Yeah, and Cunard perfectly managed to evade the knockoff coming up from that Avatar of the Guardian. Once again, on the top lane, we can see a gank one-on-one situation from the Sonder. Where Kellen, he is trying to go into the jungle. I'm not sure why he is just trying to throw the game away. Not sure that, but he will get punished for that. And on the top lane, that's gonna be a trade back, but well, that's a great trade for Vintage Victory as they have managed to take down Tier 1 turret even before the sale was, worn down.
Absolutely, and once again, they're just taking the upper hand, and they will try to put a little bit pressure on the gold lane, and they will try to dig that huge amount of gold from the gold lane. And already Sorain just trying to use his wishing lantern, just stash them away from from them. And once again, there will be a Lord Dance if I'm not wrong. No, it's just a poke. And the best part is just Hercules just keep interrupting in the farm. And once again, Flicker hasn't popped up, tried to save the day, but unfortunately, Callan received the kill. But this time, got victimized very nicely. And in the meantime, Sorain just saved himself with his ultimate. And Isanshing, the funny part is he just stealing his buff. And this is quite impressive, like whenever you were just not letting your opponent to take the farm and take the main objective, it seems like you're already losing the game. It's not that much crucial, Mountain Shocker, but unfortunately nobody got trapped inside of that. No turtle dance yet. Let's see what happened. Will Sundar try to take this time? Let's see.
Yes, Kalani is over there. Okay, Prince Axins are already getting poked. There's the Arthur Rampart already zoning the player with just the wall. Okay, Kyo is there with the Chaos Assault. This power of our Dark getting popped up. Zavarudu already low on HP. They might not be able to contest this turtle. By the way, he's going in. Kalain will secure the turtle and will escape from that chaotic situation. That's the Dominant Force. Ford will with the kill against Sonder. That is low SP. We can see some Infernal Pursuit, but that's not gonna help him. He will get bursted down with that 1v4 situation. And here we can see Inconar once again going in. I'm not sure why he was going in on that, outnumbered situation. That's a huge throw from the side of Team Vintage Victory.
Absolutely, and they're just trying to take the mid lane tier 1, and that is destroyed very nicely by the Void. And once again, Hercules is a very low HP, and once again there's a Mountain Shocker trying to push some damage, and yes, that is taken down by Sonder, taking down Garrod Kacha. So now the trade seems quite equal. The best part is they just pushed 2 towers in a row. Like, they're just focusing on the objective, and now I just saw the kill difference is quite equal right now. So they were in the trouble in the early stage, but they're just trying to overcome it and the situation by pushing 3 lanes in a row.
Yeah, and slowly Larry is getting into the driving seat of the game. Now they have already reached the, and now they are on the lead of the goal as well. We might be seeing another battle on the bottom lane. That's the Mounted Soccer from Sonder. He is waiting for a target to approach over there. Okay, he have managed to pick one of the player, but Kellen with the Thorn Rose will evade the damage.
Absolutely, and let's have a look on the goal difference between these 2 teams. So already Larry got the advantage on the 21k goal, and in the other hand, there is a 20 almost from the Vintage Victory side. Once again, there's a wall, trying to put some damage. Brog just trying to soak up huge amount of damage. And here we go, Void is here. The Salmon Force, unlimited dashes are coming on. Fight has been engaged, killing spree coming from Void. It was insane, like now they're just, taking the advantage of their strategy. Mountain Shocker.
Yeah, the Flicker is knocking up Princess Ninja, but there was no any damage follow-up. And even we can see there's not enough damage coming up from Sorin. Sonder, he didn't commit for the kill, and now he is falling back to the bottom lane, and he is trying to trade the Lord with the bottom lane tier 1 turret. I guess that's gonna be a free Lord for Team Larry. And okay, we can see some few side lanes getting pushed by the Team Vintage Victory as a trade.
Absolutely. They're just not only, as I mentioned, they're just focusing on their objective very well, secure the Lord Like it's a 9 meat lord, but who cares? Every time I say lord is a lord, you can play a multiple game and you can engage multiple strategy with lord. So that is they're gonna do right now. And not right now, Lancelot is just getting farmed. Like in the first situation, in only a couple of minutes, Lancelot suffered a lot. But in that situation, Void, Void did his job very well. Look at the KD at 301, and I'm gonna say the early game, at this point is nicely, taken down by Void in this situation. It was totally his credit, I'm gonna say.
Yeah, obviously the damage coming out from him is insane, and he is standing tall, even though there's a Phobius in his opponent side. We can see Kalen is trying to push the tier 2 turret from the bottom lane, and we can see Princess Ninja on the top lane pushing the tier 2 turret, and the rest of the players, they are trying to keep up the pressure from the minion waves. Now they are trying to gank to the top lane. Maybe Hercules, okay, with the Earth and Rampart, is trying to zone out the minion wave coming up from Team Larry.
Absolutely, and I guess I now I just know the strategy between this two team, especially I'm gonna talk about the Larry. They're just trying to push the every single lane, and that is what they're just doing. Especially they just push the top one, the middle one, even the bottom one. It looks like it's quite open. Only the inhibitor tower is left, and seems like it's a quite amazing strategy from the side of Team Larry. And still there's a 65 or 64, still like 1 minute left to spawn the next lord in the land of Dawn. So let's have a look on the itemization between these two teams.
Oh, 1v2 situation. We can see the KOC get something's going on from Q, and Connor was instantly bursted down. And now we can talk about the itemization.
Absolutely, Lancelot with his main item, that is a War Axe, combined with a Brute Force Breastplate, Mountain Chakra in the meantime. Hilda might be in trouble, but yeah, he just managed to escape. Fight is going on. So Ryan just trying to put his damage with the Wishing Lantern with his first skill, and Harith is also there in the Rampage mode. As I said, Harith is having a very good time in the Land of Dawn. Then look at the KD, 3-0, no depth yet. And Killen, whatever Killen just doing his job very nicely. Oh, look at the damage. Wishing Lantern once again. Lancelot with the Puncture and the Phantom Execution saved him from the team fight. It was quite amazing to see. If you're done with your Puncture, still you have your Thorn Rose or Phantom Execution to escape from its fight.
Yeah, obviously. Oh, Zone forced just to, mail down the Lord Kellen with the Lord. And we can see another fight getting started. Prince Axinza with low SP. Sunder will secure the kill. Q is also facing lots of damage. And they are going in. AOZ using to, disengage the battle. And we can see they are getting isolated because of the Earth and Rampart. Zawakudo with the taunt against Inconor. Inconor is facing some damage, but they have successfully retreated for now. Team Larry, they have lost a player, and now their Lord push might be inefficient because they are losing one of the players from their team, and even we can see some invasion. I'm not sure.
So the strategy is going quite well from the side of Team Larry. That I would say Esmeralda is just trying to clear the top lane, and Lord is approaching, and it will be easily taken down by the team Vintage Victory. Okay, so there is a Puncture, but unfortunately he will get caught. Here's a Wild Charge from Grog. Damage is coming on. Zaman Force, unlimited dashes are coming on. Average of the Guardian just only managed to get one. The mega kill secured by Harith. Way to get some more, but no, the killing spree is taken down by Sonder. And here we go. Lancelot might be in trouble, but he just escaped. And Garrett Kaja is taken down nicely by the hand of Esmeralda. So that is the thing. Larry is down. Garrett Kaja is down. Trade is not equal. But yeah, it was a hell of a good team fight. Like, especially from the side of Team Ventus Victory, that I would say.
Yeah, now they are trying to force the mid lane tier to turret. They are zoning out all of the players. SP with the 1 bar SP, he managed to survive Hio with the kisses of the takedown Thunder, but Hio might fall as well. Skin Corner will take the kill against him. Hercules on SP. Princess Ninja is trying to jump in, but that's the knocker from coming up from Sorin. back. There's a lot of knockoff, and they managed to survive, by the way, with lots of low SP. Inconut, where he just sacrificed himself in order to save two of the players, and I guess that was valid. That was fine.
Yeah, absolutely. That was, that was a worthy death for his comrades, and that is what he did. That I would say. But in the meantime, okay, so there is no time for discussion. Once again, Lancelot just trying to get his backlane, especially trying to get Sir Ryan, but he is out of mana. But he just resurrected it very, very nicely and early. Yeah, like that was a worthy death for Esmeralda. That I would say. So the situation is just quite tricky in the land of Dot. Like, you can't say anything about this game right now. Like, we witnessed the second game. So I guess this game will take a lot of more minutes, that I would say. Because you can't say anything about them, especially the strategy. We can't get the strategy. Like, first in it, like few minutes ago, I thought it will be pushing strategy from the side of Team Larry. The way they just pushed, it was amazing. I really appreciate that. But right now, in the case of Vintage Victory, they just adopted it and, started their strategy, and let's see what happened. We can't say anything.
Yeah, now they are trying to commit for the Lord, but there is the Team Vintage Victory zoning out all of the players, and they are trying to pair up with some players and trying to push and trying to keep the pressure on the lanes. But we can see on the bottom lane, okay, I guess they have the upper hand. They have the lane with the slow push. Now Dash is getting melted. Okay, he is getting poked very hardly, but he will survive with low SP. Prince Jackson will fall. Zavaruda getting in against 4 of the players, but AOZ using defensively, he will escape for now. So Encounter is facing a lot of damage. Zone Force dropped down, but all of the players have already been too far to use that Zone Force properly to the fullest.
Exactly, the Encounter soak off a lot of damage, and he's just doing his part very well. Lancelot is just trying to, trying to make some weight, just trying to put some puncture between them, and will try to steal the Lord, but unfortunately he's taken down by Sundar. But in the meantime, Sundar has been taken down by the hand of Lunas, and here we go. Alright, there will be no save for Hercules. They just paid off very nicely. They just lost 3 comrades of the team, and the price was they just secured the Lord, and it really does make sense. But they just lost 2 team members of the team, and that really does make sense.
Taken down instantly. They are trying to melt the Lord even before it escapes the base. So just low essence, possible Kellen will commit for the kill. Sponsor to escape from the Bister now trying to take the Bister down, and I guess there's 2 of the players trying to defend the base. Kalen low SP, Sunder already with low SP will survive for now, but Incarnate will fall with the hands of Void. They are trying to fall back. There's Sunder trying to re-engage the battle. He is already with the full SP, with full mana with him, but Team Larry, they are disciplined, and yeah, they are trying to fall back right now.
Exactly, and the main reason Vintage Victory, they just fall few team fight just because of their jungler. Sundar died a couple of couple of times. Like when the last time when I just just have a look on the KDA, he was completely fine, like a 5-2-4 or something like that. But a couple of minutes ago, he just died like more than 2 times, and that really does make sense, especially whenever your core is dying. It does make sense. That is why kind of they're like falling just because of that. So let's have a look on the itemization. So yes, starting things up with the Yi Sun-Shin, like he just completely done with his build. And here we go. Are we about to see a fight? I guess no. And in the other hand, Lancelot is just quite ready with his build. Seems like with a physical penetration, having a very good time. And in the other hand, the same goes for Yi Sun-Shin, quite ready with his build. And Esmeralda, just typical Esmeralda build, and in the other side, Garrett Kutcher with the full defensive build from his side. So right now, the situation is like in the favor of Team Larry. They just took down their mid lanes. Nexus is like quite open from the mid side. So yeah.
Yeah, obviously, I guess it is on the favor of Larry, as you said, because they have a lot of damage coming up from them. But Vintage Big Free, I don't think they have only that much damage as compared to Team Larry. And now they are trying to utilize that power spike they have, and they are trying to push the, or they are trying to keep the pressure on the lanes. Oh, is coming up from Q. He instantly deleted Sorin. Okay, he saw him without the immortality, and he just committed. He just dived right in to get that kill. Now they are trying to commit for the Prince X Ninja. Immortality popped up. I guess there's no any way back home for Prince X Ninja, but yeah, there's a shortcut way back home for him, as Team Vintage Victory will be able to kill him.
Absolutely. Again, there was a noble sacrifice from the side of Team Larry. Like X Ninja just impressively sacrificed himself to help his teammate to get the Lord. And that was the strategy. And that is what they just did. And it was a quite amazing just losing one teammate for our Rage Lord Sudin. It was just quite impressive. And the mid lane is quite open. Nexus is quite exposed to them. So it will make a huge difference. But here, Luna secured the kill of Incarnate. Damn.
Yeah, and Kellen is trying to. So maybe if Nixon, he will risk his life. He will lose his life. Okay, that wasn't worth it at all, I guess, because they might be losing a chance to come back in this tournament, as they have been wasted just to, just by flexing his dashes. They managed to lose the Lord.
Absolutely, and it was a Rage Lord, but it is taken down very nicely by the hand of Team Vintage Victory. The way, the way Sondra... Oh, all right, so there's the Avatar of the Guardian. In the meantime, there is a Zaman Force is coming on from Harriet, and both of the hero, I just meant, the Phobias uses Flicker to escape from the situation, and this time the cost was heavy. Like, they just lost two of their comrades. Like, if they manage to take one more of them, then the Nexus will be quite open and they will lock the base. And I guess they will lock the base. Harriet is just putting his unlimited dashes and managed to get the kill of Dash. And here we go. I guess we will see our winner, and that is,
Team... but before that, they're trying to get some kills. They're trying to go for the white part, but before that, the minion will hit that base with the last arrow, and that's the game number 3 for you. Team Larry, they have managed to come back a little more, but I'm not sure if that will be enough, because they were messing up the fights. They were trying to, trying to throw the game. Sometimes I don't think if this continues, they will be able to come back in this tournament or in this match.
It's good to see my fellow caster Sudin in a vibe. Like, he's in a mood right now. There's still there's a chance for them. It's one more victory and they will move to the best of 5. Yeah, I really appreciate their strategy. The way Larry played very well, especially the early couple of minutes. They just put the strategy of pushing, and yes, they just did it very nicely. They just manipulated the situation. They put their tactics on the line, and they managed to did very well. And after that, like, it was quite impressive, and I really appreciate their tactics, and the victory goes to them. But in the other hand, Vintage Victory, they have played very well. A lot of good strategy, a lot of good team fights, but in the end, in this game, they just came up a little bit short, and the victory goes to the Team Larry. But still, there's 2 more games to go, and let's see what happened next.
Yeah, as you mentioned, I'm now in a better mood. Not because the Team Larry won, but because there was a certain source of the emotion there. Because I was expecting some flex dashes from Kalen, but then he was suddenly punished, and that was too. I mean, that was too. Sudden to that was too sudden to see that thing. That was unexpected. And yeah, that was the game number 3. We'll be back after a short break for the game number 4. Let's see if Team Larry will come back with the reverse sweep, or they will be defeated from the side of Team Vintage Victory. We'll be back after a short break.
Welcome to Double 11! Amazing prices, amazing styles! Win big in Mega Draw! Lowest prices, incredible benefits.
A new mode called 1 vs 1 is coming to Mobile Legends Bang Bang. In 1 vs 1, 2 players will battle it out to see who can score enough kills or destroy the opponent's turret first. A guessing event will also launch with this mode. Both players and spectators can place bets to win fun guessing coins. Now, let's learn more about this new mode. There are 2 ways to win in 1 vs 1 mode. The first method is to secure 3 kills on the opponent within the match time. The second method is to destroy your opponent's turret. The 1 vs 1 fun guessing event will launch with this mode. At the start of the match, both players and spectators can use their 1 vs 1 fun guessing coins to bet on the match's outcome. The game will also add a set amount of 1 vs 1 fun guessing coins to the prize pool for both sides. All fun guessing coins in the prize pool will be split among the winners. While the 1 vs 1 fun guessing event is running, you can exchange your fun guessing coins for exclusive rewards. Prioritize heroes with quick wave clear or strong burst for this mode. Quickly push your wave into the enemy turret to apply constant pressure and chip away at both the turret's HP and the opponent's HP. The 1 vs 1 map features bushes and creeps as well. Securing jungle resources grants an economic advantage, while the bushes offer the perfect cover for surprise attacks. The 1 vs 1 mode is just around the corner. So, rally your audience and fight for glory!
Welcome back again to the next showdown, where 32 teams from Bangladesh and 32 teams from Nepal were competing. Now we are down to 4 last teams because we already witnessed a semifinals match yesterday, and it is semifinals day 2. But it's still there will be a placement match for the third positioning for third position. I guess it will be held on October 24th, if I'm not wrong. But yeah, we are talking about the semifinals day 2 today.
Absolutely, it was an amazing tournament, and we are in the second semi-final between the 2 mighty team, that is Larry, and in the other side, it is Vintage Victory. And let me remind you guys, there is a 2 victory, and the first 2 victories taken by team Vintage Victory very nicely, and the third victory is nicely taken by Team Larry. They scratched, they clawed, and finally they managed to secure a victory against the mighty Vintage Victory. So right now, once again, we are in the drafting section. I'm Wakram Hemud, and with me, Rosie Costa from Nepal. Sudhin Rai is here to cheer you guys up. So moving on to the drafting section, and yes, once again, I would like to mention the name of the coach. As you guys can see, hats off for them from the side of Larry. That is 0A, if I'm not pronouncing wrong. And in the other hand, from the side of Team Vintage Victory, It is Coach KYY. Hats off for these two, and they're just hearts are beating very rapidly because this game is very crucial, especially for Zero A. Like he just definitely is calling his team to you must have to win this game, guys. No matter what, you must have to defeat Vintage Victory and take the glory out of them. So right now we're just moving on to the drafting section, and I'll start things up with Sodin Rai.
Yeah, we are already towards the end of the ban phase of banning section of the phase one, and we can see lots of junglers coming up from Vintage Victory, where lots of the explainer or even the flexible CC over there getting banned out by Larry. So I would say there will be Lancelot once again as Eason Sin, who is the sole competitor of Eason Lancelot at these paths right now. So letting Lancelot open by banning the Eastern scene. Let's see what Vintage Victory are thinking right now.
Absolutely, the strategy is going. The strategy will go well at this game. I'm in the game number 4. That is what I'm hoping. From the both side, will try their best. So yes, from the side of team Vintage Victory, they have secured once again Lonex for the second time, and sorry, for the third time, and the dash with a Garrett Culture. Garrett Culture seems quite OG in this tournament. Like we have witnessed a couple of good games with Garrett Culture. So in the other hand, there's a Lancelot. Like when it's all about taking down the back lane, I always appreciate Lancelot. Like if you have a first-hand capability to play Lancelot, you could easily dash through any one of them. Oh, well. So there is a glue here in the Land of Dawn, in the Larry side, and which is impressive. Like I really appreciate this pick. Like with glue you can also so then grab the back lane. Just all you have to do, just use cast your ultimate. Just just be on their shoulder and just keep trying to push the damage. Try to put the damage, and it's all done for marksman or even mage. Impressive. That is an amazing pick.
Yeah, about the peeling, if they had Uranus, he would have some problem facing against Lunox. But with the glue, I guess he will be able to sustain a bit more and will be able to dish out more damage. But we can see Arnold getting picked up by Vintage Victory, which is obviously a great comfort pick from the side of Vintage Victory. And now we are moving towards the banning phase or second phase of the draft. We might be seeing some we might be seeing some roamer ban from Vintage Victory, as they have already secured a roamer for them. Most probably.
All right.
Okay. Grok was left open and he wasn't picked. Okay, that's kind of crazy.
All right, and whatever the crazy sin is, I would like to see a Beatrix gameplay. It's been a while. We didn't see any Beatrix gameplay from Sir Ryan. I know, Sir Ryan is just playing the role of mage in this tournament. Yes, but like a lot of old player is missing Sir Ryan's Beatrix gameplay, especially the way he snipes. It's amazing. I witnessed AIT, I witnessed MCB. Like I have witnessed a lot of his game especially with his marksman, especially with the sniping ability. I know, jokes apart. All right, so moving on to the picking section once again from the side of Team Vintage Victory. Hercules just trying to make his 4th appearance in this game with a Harriet. Yes, we will see a Harriet gameplay from the Vintage Victory once again. So yeah, that was it. That was a silly expectation from Sir Ryan. Like he's amazed right now. Never mind. Go on, Sudin.
All right, let's say Harriet, he might have a hard time during the laning phase, during the early phase of the game. But yeah, we have already witnessed his late game potentiality. His late game damage is really insane, and he might be able to evade the damage because from coming out from Lancelot, because he is also way too mobile and he is really hard to get locked up by an assassin, especially like the Lancelot. So let's see if he will be able to outplay in this game or not, because according to the picks right
Ooh.
now, he might be able to do so. And we can see Odette. Beautiful Odette. And we can see a couple from the side of Team Larry. I'm not sure if there might be a couple in the Team Larry. I'm not exactly sure about that, but yeah, in the game, I guess they are a couple.
Well, lots of girls are watching this match, and they're so quite happy to see Audit in this kind of platform. Like, obviously, Sudin, this is not a normal platform, okay? So it's the most desired tournament in Bangladesh and Nepal. It's a big tournament, and this kind of competitive game, there is an Audit. A lot of girls is watching this game, and they're just quite happy to see Audit gameplay in this match alongside with Lancelot. And this is amazing. But don't forget, Audit got huge, tons of damage. You know, the Swan Song, the CC, the passive is quite dangerous. And Audit can easily melt down any tank with a Purple Bale, with a Magic Penetration, and the Gold Glowing one. Not Ice Queen one, Genius one. Audit has her own potential. Okay, so the comparison has been said for the very last time. I mean, not last time for Ventus victory, for the last time for, you know, for Larry. And let's see which team has the last laugh. From commentary box, it's Walker once again with Sodin Roy. We're moving on to the in-game scenario with Sodin Roy.
Yeah, we are inside the land of dawn for the game number 4 between Larry and Team Vintage Victory. Larry, they require 2 more wins to win this game, with this match against Vintage Victory. But Vintage Victory, they are just, you know, in the need of 1 more win. Okay, nice poll coming up from Fringe X Ninja over there against Hercules. You might be able to, okay. And talking about the Odette, it's actually a great pick, I would say, because, you know, the team Vintage Victory, they rely on closing up really close onto the players of Team Larry. But if they are players really close up to Kyo with that Odette, then Odette will have, you know, really good time. Fringe X Ninja taking a lot of damage from the hands of Dash, and okay, he will survive for now.
Absolutely, and he managed to survive. And here in the mid lane, lots of things happening in the top, mid, or even in the gold lane. And I guess Lancelot will be in charge, especially against Incarnate. All right, Lancelot is trying to get his farm from the enemy territory. And yes, there is nothing fancy happening here in the land of dawn. The fight is going on between the two impressive EXP laner, that is X Ninja versus Dash. Okay, Glue will try to stick on his shoulder. Here we go. Callan, Lancelot will be in charge.
Okay, 2 of the players low on SP before the turtle. I guess that's gonna be a disadvantage situation for Team Larry. So Team Vintage, they will have to rush the turtle. Hercules is still on the level 3. Q is in with the turtle, but the fight continues. Q will get taken down. That's the Phantom Execution used defensively. Zawa will fall as well. Prince X Ninja with the sticky stick, but will not survive that chaotic situation. But okay, he will survive as he just used his flicker defensively. Now there's Dash and some few players trying to invade the jungle of the team. I guess there's 3 players getting ready for the invasion. Okay, but Kellen, he's not fearing the invasion. He's just trying to secure even that lizard by himself. Okay, he isn't fearing the invasion for his purple buff. By the way, he is taking care of the lizard too. That's impressive.
Absolutely, and you know, they're just starting things off very well. Like, there's 2 kills in a row. Still, there will be Neil, and Dash secured the kill of X Ninja once again, victimized by the hand of Dash. Dash, you know, like, his appearance in this game and start this game very well. 2 kills in a row, no death yet. And in the other side, Hercules is also doing his job very nicely. Once again, there will be a final slash. Look at the damages coming from Swan Song in the meantime. Glorious Pathway trying to put some damage. But unfortunately, the kill will be taken once again. Killing spree from Dash. Dash is doing very well his job and doing his part very nicely. chaotic assault, but with a very low HP, Dash managed to dash the situation, and that was quite impressive. Not only he's just taking the kill, but also he is, escaping from the crucial fight, especially Audit's Swan Song.
Yeah, obviously, and that's kind of impressive. And I guess Audit will be needing some itemization to burst the players down, because the damage isn't looking that enough to take players down. AOZ coming aggressively. Warudo will get instantly bursted down by 4 of the players right before the turtle, and that's gonna be a green signal for the team Vintage Victory to take this turtle for free. Let's see if Team Larry will be able to contest, but no, they are trying to trade with some push on the mid lane, and that's gonna be another final slash coming up from Das. I guess that's gonna be the disengagement, and I guess Vintage Victory will be pushing, will try to push the bottom lane. There's 3 of the players. Okay.
Absolutely, and there will be a Swan Song once again, and this time Void just managed to secure the kill of Sonder, and that was a worthy kill, especially because it was a jungler. It was the jungler of Vintage Victory, and once again the flicker has been found, so Ryan managed to secure himself. But the opposite thing happening here in the gold lane, it was their turn. They're supposed to push the bot lane, and once again there will be an avatar of the Guardian. Zaman Force in the meantime, unlimited dashes are coming on. X Ninja will try to escape. The sticky stick will be on anyone. Yes, there is a flicker, and Kellen secured the kill of Hercules, and they're just trying to cop up the situation. And yes, that is what they did. And I was about to say, Team Vintage Victory, they're supposed to push their, the bot lane, the TR1. But instead of that, Team Larry just pushed their TR1 tower. That was quite amazing. Like every time, whenever Larry is just playing their game, they're focusing on the objective too much, especially when it's about securing the tower. Larry is in the top place.
Yeah, exactly. For now, we can see the Team Vintage Victory. They still have the lead of 2k worth of gold lead, and now they are sticking together to play. Right now, we can see 5 of the players towards the bottom lane. Now they are trying to push the tier 1 turret from the bottom lane. Void is over there trying to get the vision, but I guess they will not be able to secure the turret. And now Vintage Victory, they have got the upper hand on the turtle as well. Kellen is trying to distract some players towards the mid lane, and there's the engagement. That's the final slash, but was evaded by the Horn Rose from Kellen.
And that is the beauty of Thorn Rose. Like whenever there will be a CC, Thorn Rose is ready for that. There will be a Eternal Dance once again. Thorn Rose, the glorious pathway in the meantime. Swan Song. Alright, and Sundar will be victimized. That is very nicely clean, taken by Audit. In the meantime, Talent secured the turtle. They're back in the game. Zaman Force. Alright, there will be a sticky stick. Just trying to put some damage. Look at the damage is coming from the blue. And there will be a kill. Once again, Phantom Execution. And Hercules is taken down very nicely by the hand of the Lancelot. And that was amazing.
Okay.
They're on the game.
Oh, another final slash we can see from Das, but they will not be able to secure the kill, but they will be able to save the tier 1 turret from mid lane. Now Kellen is going in. That's the power of water from the side of Sorin. That's another final slash, and Thorn Rose to get the kill from Kellen. Sonder and Kellen one-on-one situation, and Sonder will be able to take care of him. Now there's the invasion on the purple bob, but I guess they have already been exposed by Hercules. AOZ going in, but no any engagement over there. I guess that was just a AOZ just to zone out the player of Team Larry.
Absolutely, and let's have a look on the itemization in the meantime, so we could discuss about the items, because it's been 8 minutes. Alright, so starting things up with Lancelot, there's a War Axe, and I guess he's just trying to make a Blade of Hephaestus, if I'm not wrong. And in the other hand, Soyo with a Hunter Strike combined with a War Axe, and Incarnate with the Trillium Scythe with a Feather of Heaven, and in the other side, Granger with a Hunter Strike, and the most crucial item, that is Kai Pierce, is quite ready for his team and for himself to get some stack and burst down the enemies. So Mm-hmm. All right. Are we able to see, a complete assassination from Audit? If I'm not wrong, no. Audit just got exposed and trying to play the lane in the mid lane.
Let's see on the bottom lane. Sonder is getting. Oh, but he is very swift to get away from that situation. But another player, Q, will be joining the fight. That's the Swansong getting wasted. AOZ playing aggressively. Now there's the glorious before of the players hitting Zawarudo, but Zawarudo is still surviving. Maybe that's the disengagement, but who knows? They might engage once again. They are trying to move towards the Lord, and I guess we might witness a Lord battle right after this fight.
Absolutely, right after this fight, we're about to see a Lord dance, definitely, because as you guys just saw, the way way Sundar just like making them just turn back into him, it was impressive. But I guess there will be no Lord fight, and the Rhapsody is coming on from Granger Glorious Pathway. In the meantime, there will be a kill. Hylos might be in trouble, and there will be a Phantom Execution, and X is taken down very nicely by Incarnate. And there will be some more lot of things happening in the mid lane. Horn Rose in the meantime, Phantom Execution, but not enough to take down Hercules in the Rhapsody in the meantime, trying to put some damage. And yes, Kallen has been taken. Now you can say we will see a Lord dance, definitely, because there is no Kallen from the side of Larry. There is, and also the Incarnate is out of the fight. Okay, Hercules might be in trouble because very low HP. And Sundar taking down the first Lord. And let's see what happened with this Lord. And as I said, Sudhin, every time, like, you can put a lot of engagement with Lord.
Alright, even though there is the Lord in the hands of Vintage Victory, Team Larry, they are trying to pre-manage the waves from the lanes. We can see already the wave pressure from the side of bottom lane. And yeah, Lord is marching from the top lane. I guess there's no any chance of Team Larry to defend the mid lane tier 1 turret as there's a huge pressure towards that lane. That's the Phantom Execution coming out defensively. AOZ to disengage the battle. Now QA is getting melted like butter. Sorin with that kill against that Q. And they are now invading the jungle. Okay, there's already the pressure going in from the Lord. Now they are pressurizing the jungle as well as the lane and the bottom lane.
Exactly, and not only that, but also Sundar is just trying to do his critical job, and that is just trying to put some pressure on the bot lane and clearing minions. Alright, so there's a final flash, and Hylos has been taking down Brendas, and they've revitalized in the meantime. Sorin just quite ready, I guess, with this chaotic assault and with a Phantom Execution. With a very low HP, Kallen just managed to save himself with this bursting damage. The devastating damage from Sorian and Incarnate. I mean, Harriet. In the late game, the damage is quite impressive.
AOZ using defensively. Kallen was facing a huge amount of damage just by the Soul Silver. Now that's the Holy Crystal from Incarnate, and I guess that's gonna be devastating for Team Larry. Now they will be facing huge burst damages with the continuous attacks coming up from him, continuous dashes and continuous enhanced basic attacks.
Absolutely, that is what Harriet does in the late game. Like, you can get unlimited dashes, the combine of Zaman Force and the enhanced basic attack, and we already witnessed lots of good gameplays of Harriet, like the damage, the dashes. And yes, in the bot lane, we can see the final slash to clear the minions, and like, it feels like Team Vintage Victory, they're just controlling, not only just they are just controlling the map, but also they took the snowball into their favor. Right now it feels like the game is in their hand, but I would say it's a MOBA game. It's a MOBA game, so then anything can happen here. One little mistake could lead your team to death, and that is what Team Larry is expecting from Team Vintage Victory.
Yeah, I guess Team Vintage Victory, they are starting the Lord dance right now. and Team Larry, they are joining into the Lord dance slowly. We can see the slow push on the bottom lane is in the favor of Vintage Victory. They have managed the wave in the perfect. Oh, but it's still, they are trying to go there and keep the pressure, minion pressure even more. I guess that might be a green signal for the Team Larry to engage the battle. Dash is facing a lot of damage, but that's the final slash. And there is pathway. AOZ will not be able to take any player knocked off, where Q will be able to secure in the kill against Inconard. Sorin dives in with the Q's assault, but he will not be able to deal some damage, no more damage, okay? Sonder with the split push, okay, that was a good try to trade off with those kills that they have got. Now he's facing a lot of damage, he will get taken down, but Sonder with the will be able to take some players down. Now that's the 4 players down from Team Larry, only Kellen versus all of the players from Team Vintage, and he has got a lot of responsibility to defend this base. I don't think it is possible just by him to defend this push, and that's the kill against him. The whole wipe, and the victory goes to the Vintage Victory with the 3-1 score ratio. They have managed to enter the grand finals of next door Showdown.
Absolutely, a complete amazing battle between these two teams, and once again, Vintage Victory, they have proven their class, how good they are. When it's all about the competitive matches, when it's all about, this kind of big sins, Vintage Victory always taking the upper hand. And every single time, whenever they just appeared in the battlefield, they don't forget to prove themselves how good they are. Look at the names: the Sorian, Incarnate, Hercules, Sonder, Dash. Amazing. It was amazing gameplay. But in the end, I must have to admit, the Larry, they just came up a little bit short in this game. And you can see the consequences here. The scoreboard already exposed to you guys. You guys will be the judge here as usual. It was an amazing match. Congratulations to Vintage Victory once again to prove themselves they are worthy enough to make themselves to the grand final versus, once again, I just forget the team name.
Hora Esports.
It will be amazing final, undoubtedly. It will be amazing final. Hora Esports versus Vintage Victory. The honest old rivalry between these two teams. It's an honest rivalry. Bangladesh versus Nepal. They have played lots of matches. They have played MCBs. They have played AIT. They have played a lot of good matches. So once again, they are in the top, the top game in the land of dawn. They have to.
That wraps up the semifinals of the tournament. Next to Showdown, that was the end of semifinals, but we are now left with 2 more matches to complete this event successfully. Okay, on October 24th, we will be having a 3rd placement match in between Team We Are Bot versus Team Larry, who just won today, and who just lost today, and the grand finals between the Team Hora Sports versus the Team Vintage Victory. It will be held on the October 25th, in the same time, I guess. It will be 7:45 for Nepali time and 8 p.m. for Bangladeshi time, I guess, if I'm not wrong. And I guess the 3rd placement match will be of best of 5, and the grand finals will be of best of 7. We'll be back again with the matches on October 24th. So yeah, till then, Miss Sudan Rai with Walker Mahmood will be signing off from the semifinals.
Good night. Signing out from my side. Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Welcome to Double 11!
new mode called 1 vs 1 is coming to Mobile Legends Bang Bang. In 1 vs 1, 2 players will battle it out to see who can score enough kills or destroy the opponent's turret first. A guessing event will also launch with this mode. Both players and spectators can place bets to win fun guessing coins. Now, let's learn more about this new mode. There are 2 ways to win in 1 vs 1 mode. The first method is to secure 3 kills on the opponent within the match time. The second method is to destroy your opponent's turret. The 1 vs 1 fun guessing event will launch with this mode. At the start of the match, both players and spectators can use their 1 vs 1 fun guessing coins to bet on the match's outcome. The game will also add a set amount of 1 vs 1 fun guessing coins to the prize pool for both sides. All fun guessing coins in the prize pool will be split among the winners. While the 1 vs 1 fun guessing event is running, you can exchange your fun guessing coins for exclusive rewards. Prioritize heroes with quick wave clear or strong burst for this mode. Quickly push your wave into the enemy turret to apply constant pressure and chip away at both the turret's HP and the opponent's HP. The 1 vs 1 map features bushes and creeps as well. Securing jungle resources grants an economic advantage, while the bushes offer the perfect cover for surprise attacks. The 1 vs 1 mode is just around the corner, so rally your